Hey guys, Rami here with another third stimulus check update and stimulus package update, and this is big. We have big news today from the meeting from Joe Biden with the 10 Republican senators. They met today for 2 hours, and we also have a big update from Nancy Pelosi and Senator Chuck Schumer about the budget reconciliation move and what they filed today. These are big updates, so let's get right into it. Just please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and also follow me over here at Twitter and Instagram if you don't already. So let's jump into it. Okay, so after a 2-hour meeting, Senator Susan Collins of Maine said that I wouldn't say that we came together on a package tonight, so not very optimistic there. And also, Jen Psaki, the White House press secretary, said that it was a substantive and productive meeting. We know, we know when they use these terms that it's not really productive and it's not substantive. So I wouldn't take that as positive. And also she said that President Biden will not slow down work on this urgent crisis response and will not settle for a package that fails to meet the moment. So these negotiations are not going too well in my opinion, and the $600 billion, it will not be the package that passes. What passes might very much be the $1.9 trillion with the budget reconciliation, and here is why. We have this letter from Nancy Pelosi today, released today, and they said House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer today announced they have filed a joint budget resolution for fiscal year 2021 that gives Congress an additional legislative tool to pass the urgently needed bipartisan COVID relief legislation that enacts President Biden's comprehensive American Rescue Plan, which helps defeat the virus and provide workers and families the resources they need to survive the pandemic while the vaccine is distributed to every American. Introduction of a joint budget resolution is the first step to potentially enacting a budget reconciliation bill, one legislative tool available to Congress to quickly pass bipartisan COVID relief legislation. I'm not sure why they put bipartisan here with the reconciliation, because that just means that they don't need Republican support and pass it with the budget reconciliation, which is not really a bipartisan. Then it says the resolution outlines the reconciliation instructions for each House and Senate committee, or how much funding can be spent in their jurisdiction. If both the House and Senate pass identical budget resolutions, which do not require a presidential signature, both chambers can begin work on the reconciliation bill that is signed by the president. According to an analysis of research from the Congressional Research Service, reconciliation bills has been passed by the Senate on a bipartisan basis 17 times in recent years, including to pass the bipartisan Children's Health Insurance Program in 1997. Not sure why they keep using the word bipartisan, because there's nothing bipartisan about passing a budget resolution, because it just means that a budget reconciliation, because it means they don't need Republican support. They don't need those 10 Republican votes in the Senate to pass something like this. And Nancy Pelosi said Congress has a responsibility to quickly deliver immediate comprehensive relief to the American people hurting from the virus. The cost of inaction is high and growing, and the time for decisive action is now. With this budget resolution, the Democratic Congress is paving the way for the landmark Biden-Harris coronavirus package that will crush the virus and deliver real relief to families and communities in need. We are hopeful that the Republicans will work in a bipartisan manner to support assistance for their communities, but the American people cannot afford any more delays, and the Congress must act to prevent more needless suffering. We'll see what happens. And then they lay out some specifics here. The joint budget resolution, Speaker Pelosi and Leader Schumer filed offers instructions to the relevant congressional committees to provide relief, including but not limited to immediate relief for individuals and families throughout 2021, including $1,400 per person and per child direct payments, an extension of unemployment insurance programs through September 2021, with a $400 per week federal enhancement and $350 billion in critical state, local, tribal, and territorial fiscal relief. So here it says children per child, so I don't know about adult dependents. The other one that was $1,000 from the Republicans, it said the adults were included also, so I'm not sure what the Democrats are doing here with the per child. This will also have funding to help defeat the virus, including through support for vaccines, testing, and public health programs. It also includes funding to help K-12 schools safely reopen and provides crucial support for the child care system. relief funds for the millions of Americans struggling to make rent and mortgage payments. We desperately need rental assistance and mortgage assistance, as well as those experiencing homelessness. The resolution also includes funding for transit agencies deeply impacted by the pandemic and support for the use of the Defense Production Act to expand domestic production of supplies critical to beating the virus. Additional relief for small businesses, that will be AIDL grants and expanded PPP, assistance for nonprofits and digital media services, more funds for Save Our Stages grants to independent live venues, independent movie theaters. AMC will probably need a lot of help. The stock didn't do well at all today. And cultural institutions and new community navigator technical assistance to help connect underserved communities with critical resources. Okay. Funding for crucial investments in broadband. Funding for the FEMA Disaster Relief Fund to ramp up the President's National Vaccine Program and provide flexible targeted assistance to state and local tribal governments and the District of Columbia. Support for hungry families through programs like SNAP, WIC, and Pandemic EBT. This also includes critical funding for the food supply chain and the agricultural department's lending and financial assistance programs to support farmers across the country. All right, so this is big. They're already moving to pass something with the budget reconciliation measure. This is big news, and Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer are on the same page. Those are the leaders of the House and the Senate. So we have both sides here are together. The Democrats, both sides of the House and the Senate, they're together on this, and they already filed it today. This is big news, and it seems like they're kind of, I don't think they're really just trying to push it right away. They're still trying to work out something with the Republicans. And if that doesn't work, they already have this planned because they want to move quickly with the next stimulus package. They said as early as next week. And we know how Congress, when they say next week, it'll be a few months. But the real deadline will probably be the middle of March when the unemployment ends. Just like in December, when things started, that economic cliffs we had in December, then we had a package pass right away. I see the same thing happening this time also. I don't think it will pass as quickly as they want or as quickly as they say. It'll probably be until middle of March that we have to wait. So what do you guys think about all of this? Should the Democrats just slam this through and do it with the budget reconciliation, or should they still negotiate with those 10 Republicans starting from that $618 billion package? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to check out all the links in the description for the Yada savings account and the Webull investing. You deposit $100 and you get free stocks, 4 free stocks. 2 of them are worth up to $1,600. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified that whenever I publish new videos and new content for you. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.